Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Chris. Can you tell me your name?
My full name is Samiksha Tumbapu. You can call me by my first name, Samiksha.
And where do you come from, Samiksha?
Currently, I am living in Patri, which is in eastern part of Nepal. It's a small but beautiful town.
Can I check your ID or passport? Thank you, that's fine. Well, in this part of the test, I'd like to ask you some general questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do first of all. Do you work or are you a student?
Currently, I am pursuing my bachelor's degree studies in plant science. I study in Ulabari.
Okay. Do you enjoy your subjects?
Okay, I would say currently I'm enjoying it a lot than past because I wasn't ready to study in this subject. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
What time do you study best? In the morning or afternoon?
At evening, I can concentrate fully because it's evening. It's school. The weather is fine. So yeah, at evening.
Now let's talk about your free time. Are you happy to talk about your free time? Do you have a lot of free time?
Currently I'm studying, so I don't have much lot of free time. But there are some holidays, public holidays, and Saturdays. Yeah.
What do you like to do when you are at home?
I basically sleep. I would say there are only some few times where I can get a good nap, so I nap.
Do you spend more time with your family or with your friends?
I'm currently living afar from my family, so I would say I spend most of my times with my friends.
Where do you go when you go out?
I like to visit the natural places rather than restaurants and cafes. So whenever there are free times, I go hiking, trekking with my friends.
Now let's talk about keeping fit. Shall we talk about keeping fit?
Yes.
Do you try to keep fit?
Yeah, I try to keep pairs, but it's I'm away from my home and I'm living in a room, so it's impossible for me right now to keep pairs. But I'd love to keep one.
Do you think it's important for people to keep fit?
Yeah, I think so because pairs are really good for
Keeping fit.
feet.
Yes,
Feet.
yes.
Oh
No
yeah,
worries, no
yeah,
worries. Go ahead.
yeah. I think so. I think yeah, people should be fit for health, for that, for sound mind, and to be at peace.
Is sport compulsory for school children in your country?
No, actually, most of the parents and teachers only concentrate on studies rather than sports. But I think it should be.
Do you do any sports?
I would say not very much, but currently I'm trying to practice badminton with my sister
Why is that?
because I think it's time for me to learn some sports to keep me fit and healthy.
Have you ever seen or watched any sporting event live?
Sorry.
Have you ever watched a sporting event live?
Oh yes, there are some few matches in my like town area. Sometimes in the fairs or festivals, I watch there some football match.
Thank you. Now we are moving to the second part of the speaking test, in which I'd like you to talk on a topic for up to 2 minutes. And I'll give you one cue card which contains your main topic. And before that, I'll give you 1 minute to prepare your talk. And here is some paper and pencil to help you make notes if you wish. Remember, you've got 1 minute to prepare your talk, and I'll tell you when to start, and you'll have to speak on that topic for up to 2 minutes. Is that clear? I'd like you to talk about an important decision you had to make. Okay, so here is your topic, and here is some paper. Remember, you've got 1 minute. Your time to prepare begins now. Your time to prepare is up, and you'll have to speak on this topic for up to 2 minutes. And don't worry if I stop you in the middle, okay? So, will you start speaking now?
Okay. An,
Please,
import,
will you hold this?
an important decision that I had to make was when I finished my SC exams in 2075. I had to pursue studies, and my parents wanted me to study plant science because it's based on agriculture. In Nepal, it is easy to get government jobs through this subject, but I really want to pursue studies in hotel management, and I had made decisions with my friends that we will go together and study in India, Bangalore. So it was hard for me to convince them, and as they were parents, they did not wanted me to go there because it was far and it's away from home. So my father convinced me to study this because it's easy to get jobs in government sectors, and he convinced me. So I made the decision what my parents wanted, and I pursued my study in agriculture in Madan Bhandari College in Ullabari. Thank you.
Can you explain why the decision you made was important?
It was important because it's for my future. It depends upon how am I going to pursue it, the studies, and it would help me in my future to make the decisions, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Do you think you're good at making decisions?
Not really. I'm not really.
Why not?
Because since childhood my parents have been taking my decisions to whatever I do, so till now I'm with my parents to make the decisions.
Well, thank you. Can I get the question booklet back? Let's talk about decisions, making decisions in general. Do you think it's harder to make decisions nowadays because we have so many choices?
Yeah, I think so, because as time is passing by there are various choices for making decisions, and it's hard for us to make one decision while there are multiple choices.
What are the disadvantages of asking for other people's advice while making a decision?
Yes, so while making decision, I think it should be upon us because so that we won't regret.
What can be some of the drawbacks of asking other people for help, advice when you make a decision?
First of all, I think they would think that we are not able to make any decisions on our own, and they would think that maybe we are a little weak or so.
Why do you think some people are better at making decisions than others?
I think maybe because of they were taking decisions since childhood, or maybe they are better at it. And
Do you think children should be given the opportunity to make their own decisions?
yeah, I think so, and I completely agree with it because if children are able to make their own decisions since childhood, I think it would be better in future to make them decision easier, and
They'll be more independent.
they will be more independent.
Some people say that we only learn by making mistakes. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, I strongly agree with this statement because yeah, if we make any mistakes, then we will obviously learn something from it, and without making anything wrong, I think life wouldn't be smooth because we won't learn anything from there. So yeah.
Well, thank you. We've come to the end of the speaking test of IELTS.